call the meeting to order. Who would like to lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Nick, you got to stay by yourself. Okay, roll call. Nicholas.
Present.
Chairperson Sherman here. Amanda. Yes. Jackie.
Present.
Shane. Here. Kathy.
Here.
Joshua. First item on the agenda would be the approval of the minutes. A July 22nd, 2024 Arts and Culture meeting minutes. That's on the first page. It's on the that's the second page.
Yeah, which means when we just have to vote on
You
it.
have to vote on.
I move that we approve the minutes as written.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. And no special presentations today? And no oral communications?
So no speakers,
No
no
speakers.
submit anything, right?
Old business. A, revitalization and implementation of the utility box arts program. Staff recommends that the Arts and Culture Committee review the proposed revitalization of the utility box art program and provide feedback as needed, and make a recommendation to the City Council for approval. Okay.
I think we have the start of that on,
Yeah,
it's
we'll
the 4A right after the.
4A. Go through this.
So this evening, what we're looking for, the committee should remember there was a subcommittee established for this, and the subcommittee met and reviewed the former city program that was established in 2013, and also looked at other agencies who have since begun and implemented their own utility box art program, and including Dana Point and Burbank and Costa Mesa, to name a few. So the subcommittee compiled all of that different information and has prepared a program, essentially, that is included in the attachment of your report. And what we're looking for this evening is feedback on that program as it was established and recommended by the subcommittee. And any feedback we can either incorporate into this draft and bring it back to the committee, or it could be incorporated into the draft and then forward to the City Council for final approval. I want to note that there is no funding right now for any of this. The stipend is recommended at $1,000. That includes materials and supplies for the artist, and then essentially a stipend for the artist as well for their time and efforts. There would be a formal call for art, and a part of the subcommittee's role would be working with, whether it's the Art Association or the Women's Club, whomever is interested in sponsoring the utility box phase, working with that group to determine which pieces of art would be selected to be put into motion onto the utility boxes. There are well over 100 utility boxes in the city, so I don't know that we'll be able to do all 100. I think our goal should be somewhere between 45 and 50. And even at that number, that's at $1,000 a piece, that's going to add up very quickly. So when we talk about this, it will be done in phases. My guess is that it would be done in probably 4 to 5 phases, if not more than that. And it will depend on the number of and level of donations that come in from different community groups. There is no money allocated for this in the city fiscal budget. If the committee and the council wants it to be incorporated, it would be a general fund project, and we would be able to consider that through a future fiscal year budget. But at the time, or right now, the goal is to bless the program, so to speak, and then send it to council for their final approval. And then I think this committee or the subcommittee can work on finding funding sources from there. And I will say the subcommittee might want to provide additional insight on their path to research and kind of developing this program. They did a great job.
Amanda, would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Sure. As you'll see kind of immediately after the previous meeting's minutes, this art program packet, it also draws from the previous materials that were created by a staff person at the city who ran this program previously. So we drew from about 6 different sources, kind of looking at the current best practices, language, and trying to just kind of synthesize and make it as concise and easily accessible as possible. Look who's here. And in the process of researching the way that other communities have run their programs, I wanted to just point out that in the appendix there are some things that I think are pretty exciting, where other cities have put together interactive maps or kind of spotlight like artist biographies, or walking maps of their art boxes, and all of these things are things that down the road could be a really interesting way to showcase the community art that's contributed, and also creating more building towards our goals around community engagement. And just wanted to point out that in the artwork guidelines, that's item 2 in this proposal, those all draw from the vision, mission, goals that this committee approved in our previous meeting, wanting to continue to kind of up-level the things that the city council has told us they value. Among the considerations in some of the kind of rule type of category, that's the consideration section. Those also draw from things I found in a number of other city guidelines. Anyway, just thank you to the city and to the committee for working to help us put this together. And I think we should just really emphasize to the city council that especially for this first round, we're responding to interest from the Historical Society and the St. Clemente Women's Club to sponsor, boxes in the first phase. And so ideally we have zero ask of the city as we get this up and running, and as people see what we produce, what kinds of ideas come forward. I hope that it'll be, I actually think that the fundraising part of it is part of what makes it a community project, more so than ever having it be paid for by the city.
And I was asked, and I can't remember now who asked me, if an individual can sponsor. And I said, yeah, I don't see why not. So we should have some people.
Yeah, just to flag it, in the draft guidelines, it tries to leave any sort of credit or sponsorship information would be a very small, 3x5 at the bottom of a sculpture. So we don't want this to turn into public advertising. Let's imagine Rainbow Sandals sponsors it. Awesome if the theme has footprints in the sand, but of course the corporate sponsorship would be minimal. The goal is the art. But it's been fun to collaborate with Nicholas and Kathy on this. So if you have more questions, please let us know.
Yeah, it's well done. I like that the goals were kind of important ones, especially with the centennial coming up and the surfing heritage. Samantha said for the agenda today, are we making a decision on this, or because if there's no funding in it, honestly, we shouldn't have just more time to review it. I mean, it looks great. I just think.
I think the main question is, what else will the city council need from us? Maybe.
Yeah.
So I can take this packet as it is today to council for adoption and approval going forward, or again, if the committee wants to give additional feedback on what's within the program, then you guys could table the item for the next meeting. But you would need to come prepared with your feedback and thoughts. I don't want the project to draw up too long.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get it to council.
Remember that in this proposal, we do have a deadline for applications of December 5th.
I saw that.
That's also in process. We
It
have
is,
it in
yeah.
because
Yeah, so
draft.
we need to make
send
sure
out.
that we do have this out in plenty of time.
Yeah, but, I mean, I think the details like that, as well as application links,
Yeah.
are things that would be,
Yeah.
finalized once the council approves. So maybe, Sam, if you think that's gonna raise questions for council, we could make it extra clear that none of that is.
Yeah, the dates can be scratched. That was a want, not a necessity. We need to get the program approved, and then we need to, by getting the program approved, the committee and staff can go out and try to seek sponsorship for the number of phases that we're looking to do.
You know, you guys have done a fantastic job with this, and I think we should talk about that's moving it forward.
Yeah.
Because that way, when it doesn't get delayed.
Yep.
You put a fantastic job putting effort into this, the packaging and stuff, and I think if you guys would want to approve and send it to the committee, what do you think?
Do you want a motion to approve as is?
Yep.
All right, I will make a motion that we approve this as presented.
Next second.
Aye. All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Good. Motion has been approved to send it to the council. Great job. That's fantastic.
It's good to see that
Yeah.
reference to other cities too.
That's awesome. So, let's move on to item 5.
So these are the survey results of the mission and vision survey that the subcommittee compiled. The survey was out for over 30 days for the public to opine. We ended up getting 41 entries off of that. There were several starts, but some that didn't finish that, and that's okay, that's pretty normal. So this is just an opportunity.
61.
61.
61, sorry, I have 41 responses on open-ended. This is your opportunity to go from here. Staff don't have a recommendation one way or the other on this. It's the committee's purview to figure out what you want to do with these results and how you want to digest them to go forward.
I have a request to meet with Chris Duncan, the three of us, but I have not got a date yet. He's campaigning right now, so, but I still think, no, that's on the, it's on the
Yeah.
performing arts one.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong spot.
The survey results, which I think we're all getting this today, I mean, we could go through the results one by one here, or, but that said, I think,
We will get table this.
yeah, we can, I think either way, making a decision, just so I don't have to see it today or anything.
Maybe
Yeah.
we could have the subcommittee who created the survey, spend some,
Yeah.
get together and
Yeah.
discuss what's here and try to surface some of the themes or the
Yes,
takeaways
yeah.
that we think are, especially relevant for the committee. But also, I would encourage everybody to read it because it's not that lengthy, and the direct quotes from some people, might support, like the amphitheater committee or the culture committee specifically, and then we can just kind of hold on to this so that we remember the voice of the community as we're making choices.
Absolutely,
in the
yeah,
future.
totally agree with that.
So we're gonna make a motion to table this, and so we have a chance to
So,
review it.
yeah, I think a lot of us are just seeing this for today, so.
So I make a motion for us to table this. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Is it to table it and then have the committee?
Right, we gotta have the
Yeah.
subcommittee
Yeah.
for next meeting, and for the next meeting.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Who seconded that?
Nine.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to add that I had some people approach me on the street who attempted to fill it out, and I tried to explain how to do it. But a couple of the comments that they had for me were, they would like the city to improve on what we already have. That seemed to be a thread I kind of saw in some of our reviews. And then someone else said, this is maybe for, I don't know what department would do this, can somebody power wash Fillmore sidewalks?
Yeah, I've seen some comments about that in other forums.
Yes.
Look at that. So that's a new business, incremental code. Okay, good. Item number 6, does staff have any communication?
I don't have anything this evening.
you wanted to mention. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she was mentioning we're working on the amphitheater stuff, just
Yes,
meeting,
yes.
meeting with Chris.
Yeah,
and,
Yeah, I've reached out to him.
I'm sorry, why don't you go, if you can go in the order of the agenda, the next one is
Okay.
subcommittee,
Oh,
which is
Market
the
citizen
first
display.
subcommittee.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, item 7, items from committee members. Let's start with A, subcommittee. Art exhibit display. Want to jump on that?
Yeah, sure. That, the main, project with that is the Dia de los Muertos event coming up, and it looks like we've had a couple meetings with that already. Planning's already underway, so some of the social media promotions have already been released on the city's Instagram, so yeah, I think it's shaping up pretty nicely. One of the topics was judges for the event, so said maybe someone from our committee can serve a role of that if needed.
If needed.
Yeah, so.
And then, I guess the main thing is that they have already got the theme. The theme has already been decided upon. The committee that we met with are really super. They have it pretty much laid out already. And they also approached the high school as well, because we wanted it to be adults, children, for the whole community. But anyone can attend and be part of it, can enter their artwork if they want to. So it's open to pretty much everyone.
And if anyone's curious, the theme is based off the movie Coco. There's a song in that
Yeah.
film which loosely translates to eternal love, or I will love you forever or something.
If you haven't seen it, it's a fantastic movie. I actually watched it this weekend. Coco. It's a really good movie, and it's cute, but it really kind of brings you to the point of the importance of this event and what it's about. So if you haven't seen it, go and check out. So, item number B, subcommittee, concert series and events.
Looks like the summer concert series wrapped up, so we're going to have summer now, so I guess now the next plan is to plan for the next one.
Yeah, that'll start in January.
Yep. Cool.
Awesome. Okay, item C, subcommittee, amphitheater and performing arts facility.
I'll let you take this one, Kevin.
Like I said, we've done a lot of research into places. Actually, I attended the event that the Historical Society did at the community center. That is a nice facility in there. And I could see if there were parking, that working. That being said, as a board member of the Cabrillo, I really would like to see us also get support, a little more city support for that. But we would like to meet with Chris Duncan as our liaison to find out what is it they're really looking for us to do on that. We keep hearing they want an amphitheater. The survey leans towards, results as you'll see when you look at it, kind of leans towards a year-round facility. So, just kind of get their idea of what they're thinking of for the future in this. So that would be that. And once we've met with Chris, maybe we can meet again and figure out where we're going to go from there.
I would still like to explore the outlets, though. I think I still need to make a connection with one of the persons there. It looks like the 99-cent store, which was a bunch of positions after that got leased to the Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
So,
Samantha, is it okay for me to bring up a little bit of the conversation that I had with Chris about this committee?
Yeah, you can do that. Why don't you go through the rest of it
Okay.
and then sum it up? Do you want to
Okay.
go like that?
Yes. So the next one item will be D, subcommittee, mission and vision. Who wants to take that?
I can jump in on that one. I think we already have our next steps. We're going to meet to review the survey results and then bring some kind of key themes back to just kind of keep front of mind for the committee as we continue to take action on our various subcommittees. And then if you want, I can jump straight to the utility box art committee, where the next step is that'll go to city council, and then we'll figure out what our timeline and which boxes the city wants us to, work with. And Samantha, is that all you need from us? Then you can work directly with the subcommittee on whatever next step details.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I guess for the utility boxes, And Samantha said it's going to be done in phases, but do we have any idea as far as when you put the phases out, what you're grouping, which boxes there will be in each phase?
It sounds like the city may have preferences based on the state of the boxes that we'll try to be responsive to. And also the visibility, like doing high visibility for shade ones first.
That covers subcommittees. F would be future agenda items. Anything on future?
Which one is your?
I kind of wanted to share this. This came from Dana Point. It's a little map, and it is put up for arts and culture. And you can sell ads on this. I think this would be something that would be really great for us to try and get out, especially as the utility boxes get added. But it, you know, it talks about all the different places for a walking tour, and it's got an awful lot of information on it, and then people who sponsored, of course. But I think it might be something worth looking at.
Yeah, it looks like, this, with the Chamber of Commerce, it's gonna be a big project with them too, because it looks like there's some sponsors on the,
Yeah.
and the legend, so yeah, like places of business and stuff like that too. Okay. Yeah, it's really cool.
Again, that's something that will require our budget.
Yeah, well, if you can get the ads paid for, then
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that. But I just wanted to share it,
Yeah, it's nice.
because I thought that was very nice. And this is located at their community center, so where you can get one.
This will probably be not a future thing, but I want to take this opportunity to kind of keep us focused, if you will.
Can you say it again?
To keep us focused, as a reminder that like we are a brain trust, if you will, to the city council. And I know that there's some concerns about, you know, we don't provide anything but suggestions. And as far as activities go, I know that it's easy sometimes for us, because we have all these ideas and we should build the things like, let's take the amphitheater, you know, I know a lot of people would love to see a year-round facility. But again, those decisions come down from the city council, and those type of decisions also require a lot of money. So I just want to reiterate for us the importance of what we do as far as a brain trust to the city council. You know, we can bring ideas, but we don't have the governing power to implement it. And that's something I think that we need to make sure we stay focused on, and to make us better. If we just know that this is what we're going to focus on, these are the things that we can manage, and this is what we can and we don't have the ability to do. And I did have that conversation with Councilmember Duncan, and I voiced to him that I would, you know, relay this to the committee. So that's why it was important to him to share with me. So I feel it's very important to make sure that we know what they expect of us, and to make sure that we were able to deliver to them, you know, for the job that we were, you know, hired or voted to do. And if anyone else, you know, can jump in the comments. That's just the feedback that I felt we needed to talk about, you know, as far as members on the committee.
Yeah, it's clear, yeah, cool.
Feedback? Okay. All right. Okay, there's no further items on the agenda. I'd like to make a motion to move that we adjourn the meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
I just have a question. We have people here, and I'm just wondering if you missed the public comment and you wanted to say anything, or if you're just here because you're fans and friends.
We didn't bring the pom-poms, but yes, it's the latter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great.
Thank you.
I know that maybe it's not allowed to go out of order, but just in case.
No, again, make a motion that we adjourn the meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
All opposed? The meeting is adjourned.
Can I have you sign?